Another incredible day at the 2026 FIFA World Cup, and this tournament is just getting better and better day by day. Norway just pulled off a very important victory against Ivory Coast and made history. France again showed why they are the title contenders and the favorite to lift the trophy. And Mexico held their nerve and booked their place into the round of 16. So let's break down all the three round of 32 matches from yesterday and let's see who impressed us the most. Hello everyone, my name is Mohit and welcome to Dude's Banter. So we'll start off with the first game which was played yesterday between Ivory Coast and Norway. So this was the one of the biggest surprises to be honest because both the teams were high on confidence because they played a really great group stage against, for them. That the group stage was really good for them and many of us expected this to be a comfortable win for slightly comfortable win for Ivory Coast because they are much more experienced in the World Cups compared to Norway. So it did live up to the expectation because both the teams are dynamic and both the teams want to progress. And Ivory Coast and Norway both came into the game full of confidence because the group stage matches for them were really impressive and especially big name players like Haaland who featured in this, Odegaard featured in this match, Amad Diallo featured in this, Yan Diomande featured in this match. So couple of big upcoming players as well, the current lot of players who are doing really well at the club stage. So Norway had a clear game plan coming into the game, but Ivory Coast was also high on confidence and both the teams, as I mentioned, had a really good group stage. So yeah, coming to the game, Ivory Coast won Norway 2. So it was really good game, an end-to-end game, which was really good for a neutral point of view. So coming into the game, Norway took the lead in the 39th minute, courtesy of a great goal from Nusa from the left side. It was a really good goal, a curling shot from him. Later in the second half, in the 74th minute, Amad Diallo made it 1-all and made the game pretty much interesting and made the game open because at that point of time it was looking like Norway would cruise through to the round of 16. But Amad Diallo made sure that they won't get it very easily. First of all, Amad Diallo started in the substitutes bench in this game, but was really impressive in the second half since he came on, and he looked like an impact sub to me. And after that, in the 86th minute, the usual suspect, Erling Haaland scored the winning goal for Norway, and it was a really good outing. In the initial stages, we can say that Haaland wasn't. Ivory Coast actually kept him away because we know Haaland is a very prolific striker once he gets the ball, and it will be very dangerous for the defenses and the keeper for the opposition team. But Ivory Coast did a really good job for the first 75 minutes, first 75 minutes of the game because I think first shot of Erling Haaland came in the second half, if I'm not wrong, after the equalizer. I don't remember correctly, but yeah, it was kind of a similar timeline. But yeah, Haaland got his name on the goal sheets, and he's one of the top three goal scorers of the tournament so far. He's on number two after Messi. So yeah, that was pretty much it from that game. Unfortunately, Ivory Coast were not able to go through, and Norway became the first European team so far to book their place into the round of 16. So that was pretty much it from the first game. Let's move on to the second game. That is France versus Sweden. That was pretty much pre-decided, I feel. Sweden had a very less chance because the win predictor which they showed, it showed that France had 82% chance of going through and Sweden had only 18. So yeah, coming into this game, France entered this game as heavy favorites, but Sweden weren't easy to roll over. But it looked like in the initial minutes, but France, once they found the rhythm, once they found their first goal in the game completely turned into France's territory because if we have also seen that in the previous World Cups as well, once France gets the opening goal, they look a very different team once they get the momentum. So coming to the game, France 3, Sweden nil. It was pretty much on the cards that Sweden were not going to go through, but they showed really good determination as well. This game had also featured some big names like I mean the whole of the French team has big names with them, and Sweden also had some really good players, namely Gyökeres, Isak, Lindelof, and Ayari. So some of the big names in Sweden as well. So coming into the game, Mbappe scored a brace and Barcola has scored one goal. So pretty much Mbappe took the lead for France at the end of the first half, and in the second half, it was just France, to be very honest. Sweden also had chances, but the French defense did not let them go through. And yeah, credit actually goes to the French defense because they did not let Sweden any easy chances. One or two chances here and there, but apart from that, there were not any clear-cut chances given to Sweden. They pretty much kept the top three attackers for Sweden, that is Gyökeres, Isak, and Ayari in control. And pretty much that was the game for France and Sweden. Uh, because of this game, France have gone through and became the second European country to book their place into the round of 16. In the yesterday's game, both the European teams crashed out. That is Germany and Netherlands. But this time round, there were no upsets. There were clear-cut results. Maybe Ivory Coast versus Norway, you can say that it was a upset kind of, but yeah, I think great result for France. Coming into the next game, that is Mexico and Ecuador, the third game of for this video. Mexico 2, Ecuador nil. Pretty much this game was in Mexico's favor as well because Mexico are playing at home, and arguably I think one of the most tactical games because both the teams know each other really well, just like France and Sweden, because they play their intercontinental tournaments. So they are pretty much used to or pretty much aware of both the teams. And some of the players also play for the similar leagues or same clubs. So they know each other. There is a familiarity between them. So if you look at this game, Mexico 2, Ecuador nil. Uh, if I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing the names wrong. Quinones scored the opening goal in the 22nd minute, and Raul Jimenez scored the second goal in the 31st minute, and that was pretty much it for the scoreline point of view. One of the most talking points were the Hincapié red card in the 90 plus in the added time of the 90th minute. He that The red card was given because FIFA has brought in a new rule that no player can talk with the hands on their face because you can say some nasty. It has happened in the past that some nasty things were also said, some racist things were also said. So this rule pretty much keeps the transparency, and Hincapié broke the rule, and unfortunately he got penalized for that. I don't know what was said because the French player was pretty much agitated and straight away went to the ref. And I think one such incident, similar incident, had happened in the group stage match where I don't remember the player, but he also was red carded. Comment below and let me know who was the player. I am familiar with the face, but I am not able to remember his name. So yeah, he was given a red card for the similar offense. I think this is a second offense in the second similar offense which was being given as red card in this FIFA World Cup. So yeah, I think this was pretty much it for the game. Ecuador also looked good. They also had some chances, but the Mexican defense, or maybe the lack of lethal attacking for Ecuador. If you see the stats, Ecuador had 21 touches in the opposition box, and Mexico had 20, so pretty much even there. But apart from that, I think there was nothing else to comment about in this game. So yeah, I think that is pretty much it. And Mexico has gone through along with Brazil. They have become the second South American team to go through to the round of 16. So let's hope uh, today's fixtures will be good as well, because in the next video we'll be talking about England versus DR Congo, Belgium versus Senegal, and US versus Bosnia. So these three games will be discussed in the next video. So yeah, I think this is pretty much it, and see you guys in the next one. So till then, thanks for watching.